Hello, this is World University and Schools News and Question and Answer on Monday, October 7th, 2024. So this is the MIT OpenCourseWare-centric Wiki WUaS News and Question and Answer at 10 a.m. on Mondays and 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7:30 p.m. India time. I think it's about 11 p.m. in Tokyo, Japan time, but it might be midnight. And you're welcome to join this open question and answer conversation opportunity for World University and School. You'll find more on Twitter and LinkedIn and in World University and School emails about how to join this. Please let me know if you'd like to join these WS News and Question and Answer at president@worlduniversityandschool.org. And I'll post the recording of this video to the YouTube channel for World University and School and on the main Twitters. Let you know those URLs later on. So no one has emailed me back to say they'd like to join today's WUaS News and Question and Answer yet. So let me share with you further some recent news and developments at MIT OpenCourseWare-centric Wiki World University and School. Agenda item 0. Collaborate with TeacherOn, and where TeacherOn is a online tutoring platform for, it seems like, many areas. But for example, TeacherOn recently sent me some students, high school students, I think, at the end of their high school years in India, in Pakistan, and in the British Isles, who are seeking tutors for A-level sociology or honors sociology or ICSE. I think it's another standard at the high school level, sociology. So World University and School is opening the way to exploring collaboration with TeacherOn. To what degree would their tutees, the students who go to TeacherOn, be potentially interested in free-to-students MIT OpenCourseWare-centric Wiki World University and School degrees from home as WUaS accredits with Middle States Commission on Higher Education, and collaborates further with Grow with Google, and for free online bachelor, PhD, law, MD, IB high school or similar, AA, AS, Associates of Arts, Associate of Science, 2-year undergraduate degree and master's degrees, first in English, and then planned in each of all 200 countries and in their main languages at World University and School. So I emailed, I think, Arun Verma, possibly in India, but who's spent and studied some years and spent some time in Ulster in Ireland, and asked him to what degree his the tutees of TeacherOn might be interested in these free online degrees. And I haven't heard back yet, but one job that they were posting for, and on my introduction on TeacherOn, I list that I'm a professor of anthropology and sociology. And so these teacher on emails to me may well have been about students seeking tutors, such as myself possibly, who are interested in home teaching, A-level sociology home teacher needed in, and I'm reading a teacheron.com page seeking a tutor in Pakistan, an A-level sociology home teacher needed in Lahore, in Punjab, in Pakistan, receiving 20,000 rupees a month, 72 US dollars a month. And the student would be apparently tutored in home. So World University and School is curious how we could collaborate possibly with teacheron.com for possibly their tutees, some of whom may be getting tutoring online, to matriculate at World University and School for free online degrees. And so these are interesting possible collaborations, since teacheron.com has students looking for teachers in many countries and teachers looking for tutees or students to tutor in many countries. And World University and School seeks to be in all 200 countries and offer free online degrees for high school students who have just graduated, such as possibly the tutees or students seeking tutors, for which I received some emails from teacheron.com regarding honors sociology or A-level sociology. A-levels are the last 2 years of a high school degree for high achievers in the British Isles. So I just want to review what A-level or honors sociology at the high school level as an exam that one might take and study for with a tutor to get into university would study briefly. So in honors sociology or A-level sociology, you delve into the structures and dynamics of human society, exploring topics like social inequality based on race, class, and gender, social institutions like family and education, social change, cultural influencers, crime, identity formation, and the impact of social policies, all while developing critical thinking skills to analyze and interpret social issues through research methods and theoretical frameworks. Key areas covered in A-level or honors sociology may include the following 7 areas or so. Social theory, examining different sociological perspectives like functionalism, Marxism, feminism, and symbolic interactionism to understand how society operates. Social inequality, investigating issues like poverty, class, race, gender, and their impact on individuals and society. Social institutions, analyzing the workings of institutions like the family, education system, healthcare, and the legal system. Socialization, studying how individuals learn social norms and develop their identities through interactions with others. Deviance and crime, exploring the causes and patterns of crime, social control mechanisms, and labeling theory. social movements, analyzing the dynamics of social movements like protests and activism at social change, for social change, aimed at social change. Research methods, learning how to conduct sociological research, including surveys, interviews, observation, and data analysis. Overall, studying sociology at A level or honors level provides you with a critical understanding of the social world, enabling you to analyze complex social issues and develop informed perspectives on societal challenges. So if people were students, high school students who were studying for their A-level degree, A-level exams, or their honors exams in the British Isles, or possibly in India, possibly in Pakistan, were interested in matriculating online at MIT OpenCourseware-centric World University and School, this sociology honors exam, A-level exam, ICSE exam would be a fascinating entree, and teacheron.com's students could be prospective matriculants, prospective students who would join World University and School and to study for a free 4-year MIT OpenCourseware-centric bachelor degree or a free 2-year Associate of Science degree online from home. And in what ways could World University and School and teacheron.com work together? Could Arun Verma, the founder and I think the head of teacheron.com, know Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google and Alphabet? Could this be an opportunity for World University and School to collaborate with teacheron.com and with Grow with Google, with their varying perspectives on online education and their varying histories with online education and the various countries that they both are in? How many countries does teacheron.com have students and teachers in of the 200 would be a first question. And I know that Google Street View, I think, is in 220 countries and territories. Per a tweet from Kent Walker, the Google Senior Counsel in Mountain View, California. So World University and School potentially would seek further communication with teacheron.com and as we seek to grow, and also as we seek to develop an abolition movement to abolish the wrongful buying and selling of people in the illegal sex, drugs, violence, et cetera, industries, to protect people, to protect students with this new online development at World University and School, and with law and law enforcement and machine learning and AI and even electronic health records and similar. And as World University and School seeks to code for all 7.9 billion people on the planet, each a Wikidata PIN number from you at World University, and potentially to end poverty as well. Interesting questions with regard to a new set of collaborations, possibilities with teacheron.com, and possibly further with Grow with Google. Could the communications I received from teacheron.com saying my introduction was closed, and where some Twitter posts that I posted with 3 teacheron.com sociology tutoring jobs on all 7 Twitter feeds of World University and Schools, were 2 of which were closed as well, but one in Pakistan was open. Be further communication from teacheron.com, where Arun Verma might be in India, or he might be in Ireland, or I don't know where he is, for example, and I'm not sure what he's focusing on with regard to growing teacheron.com and getting students and teachers, both whom would pay into teacheron.com for tutoring or the possibility to teach. And then I suspect that teachers would get paid from the students after paying into teacheron.com, as teacheron.com's business model develops. So these are all questions, and I shared this with about 500 people. This question about collaborating further with teacheron.com as World University and School proceeds with Grow with Google, and as we also proceed with accreditation with Middle States Commission on Higher Education with offices in the greater Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. So that's agenda item 0. Collaborations with teacheron.com and with Grow with Google, and for possibly matriculating World University and School students. Agenda item 1, MIT OpenCourseware-centric Wiki World University and School in many languages, which is one direction we're seeking to lead in. We want to be in all 200 countries' main languages, and we would like to create wiki schools in all known living languages and planned in those languages. So that's a mind-bogglingly big idea, especially with large language models and machine learning and artificial intelligence on top of growing real teachers and real learners, people in group video, for example. But here is a first sort of perspective on this further with Scotland, and my using machine learning and Gemini AI and artificial intelligence to ask, what were the first texts or documents in Scots Gaelic language and in the Scots language, the 2 languages of Scotland besides English, regarding diversity of languages in Scotland. And a member of the Scottish Parliament named Alistair Allen tweeted a newspaper article he wrote on diversity of Scottish languages. There's these 3 languages. He has a PhD in, I think, maybe Scottish Gaelic from the University of Aberdeen, and he's now living on the Isle of Lewis in the Outer Hebrides, in Stornoway, which might be one capital of the Scottish Gaelic language, even in Scotland. I think most number or percentage of Scottish Gaelic speakers per population live on perhaps Lewis and Harris. And so a set of tweets in these regards: first texts in Scots Gaelic language and in Scots language. I asked of Gemini AI, adding Alistair's 2024 article exploring the diversity of Scotland's languages to the Scottish Gaelic language wiki subject page at World University and School, which is still in English and planned in Scottish Gaelic language, and also to the Scots language wiki subject page, which is still in English, but planned in the Scots language. And wondering how these documents date from the later Middle Ages or the Middle Ages, so 1300 to 1500 and similar. And they're the first instantiations of these languages in written form. But of course, these languages have a long oral history before that. And World University and School hopes to develop such understanding scholarly, but also in real life with living languages for not only these two Scottish languages with English as well, but for all 7,164 known living languages, and engaging also artificial intelligence and machine learning and Gemini AI and OpenAI and ChatGPT and other artificial intelligences as we proceed. Agenda item 2, Yogini. So this is a yoga philosophy related post. And regarding Angela and Victor, Yogini Angela Farmer and Yogi Victor Van Koten, and to yogis all, some yoga philosophy questions from the hippie Angeli yoga notations, which are on scottmacleod.com/yoga notations.html. And also regarding a yoga course that is beginning today on the island of Lesvos in Greece, in Eftelu on the other side of the island of Lesvos from the old town, the city of Mytilene, and where Angela and Victor are beginning to teach a 2-week yoga course today, Monday, in their yoga hall there. And I was asking them about possibly attending this yoga course, but also about a whole array of other questions, and check out the related blog posts for this, one beginning Wrangel Island from September, regarding genetics and yoga, and regarding Victor's reply. So World University and School has a yoga wiki subject page, and seeks to grow it as a wiki with open teaching and learning, but also seeks to invite in Angela and Victor's yoga teaching and thinking to it as well, which is very visionary and has remarkable language and thinking, and is very beautiful in some ways as well, with their focus on the inner body, inner energy, and some of the principles of their yoga. In my asking Gemini AI about it, have emerged in very interesting ways from responses from Gemini AI to times I asked this, and both responses were pretty fascinating and germane and relevant, but nothing is like attending a course of theirs, a yoga course of theirs in person. So hoping that World University and School can invite this yoga further in and explore yoga questions with regards to genetics, emerging genetic drug therapies, including extreme longevity genetic drug therapies, and aging reversal genetic drug therapies, with regard to yoga ethics and yoga philosophy, as these possibly revolutionizing gene therapies for example, aging reversal and extreme longevity become FDA approved. I think George Church, the Harvard and MIT professor of genetics, may now be saying that clinical trials may be beginning with people in around 2030, the year 2030. So clinical trials can take in people as to prove, for example, aging reversal can take many years and possibly 5 or 10 years. But stay tuned with regard to how yoga and Angela and Victor's yoga, and with also regard to emerging genetic drug therapies, find form in World University and School on our wiki, on our Yoga Wiki page, planned in all 200 countries' main languages. So agenda item 3, the next WS News and Question and Answer is Monday, October 14th, 7 days from now at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Agenda item 4, the next WS monthly business meeting, loosely in the manner of Quakers, loosely conducted in the manner of Friends, with a consensus focus, is on the 3rd Saturday of October at 12 noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, at 10:19 on October 19th, 2024. And the Zoom URL is posted in today's WS News and Question and Answer blog posts on both blogs, scott-macleod.blogspot.com and worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com, with an invitation to join this open monthly business meeting on the 3rd Saturdays of the month on October 19th, 2024 at 12 noon Eastern Time. So the second of 2 WS wings, the WS Corporation, the WUaS Press, and the planned in 7,164 known living languages with machine learning. And the URL presently for the beginning webpage for the second wing is worlduniversityandschool.org/academicpress.html, is focused on possibly Chase, WUaS brand building blocks, and a worksheet from JP Morgan Chase Bank with regard to brands and building blocks for this. And check out the Rocky Mountain National Park, Colorado blog post on scott-macleod.blogspot.com for more about this, and also today's WS News and Question and Answer, the Beaverhead-Deer Lodge National Forest Wildernesses in Montana's blog post. So I think it's helpful for potentially the recording and the transcript here to go through these, because this information sharing may help others further with World University and School and their organizations as they grow. So background, this is brand strategy pre-work. Background, in 10 words or less, please describe, 1, what is your product service? And this is all on the WS Press side, the WS Educational Services Stores side, the WS Corp side. 1, what is your product service? Books, computers, robotics, hospital tech, WS Educational Services department store products, groceries, Pi cryptocurrency. 2, who is your core customer? 18 to 28-year-olds, all in all 200 countries. What's their psychographic info, personality, values, activities, interests, opinions? AI and extreme longevity genetic editing generation, likely to attain a high standard of living after graduation, tech consumers. So this is a far-reaching idea. An artificial intelligence and extreme longevity genetic editing, ? Generation. Sociologically, are we in the process of creating a genetic engineering generation? Is society in the process of making it possible for all of us to choose within certain parameters, perhaps in a realistic virtual Earth for genetics, perhaps with our own electronic health records, our avatar agent electronic health records, making it possible for us to edit our own genetics, to add to our own genetics. So if we're 105 years old in real life, actually, and we become able to edit our own genes through our electronic health records, perhaps in consultation with a medical doctor, will we be able to edit our genes so that our eyes become like 25-year-olds' eyes? This may become possible in the future, but this also has extreme longevity. Genetic editing has enormous implications for consumers, all 7.9 billion consumers on the planet presently. If we all live beyond 122 years of age, beyond the longest living person ever known, documented, with extreme longevity genetic editing, how will this work at the WUaS educational services stores and for the WUaS press, creating readers, new readers of books among speakers of all 7,164 known living languages? So, number 3, what is your value proposition? I.e., what differentiates your company from your competitors? MIT OCW-centric Wiki WS Corporation will code for 7.9 billion people, learners on planet, distribute Pi cryptocurrency to end poverty with UBI experiments. So further, and with a related worksheet, pre-work, regarding brand building blocks, Chase's worksheet asks, identify your business's unique offerings, differentiators from your competition, and complete the chart below. And I added to that chart, which is not accessible through the Chase Bank PDF form that I posted in today's blog post. The form is accessible, but my answers for WUaS are not. So differentiators from your competition, I added possibly Walmart, and in that World University and School seeks to be in all 200 countries, where Walmart's in 19 countries. So we'd like to be in the remaining 180 countries. And Walmart has had a number of countries they have failed to develop into. And we'd also like to be in all 7,164 known living languages. And regarding Barnes & Noble bookstore and /Amazon, we'd like to have on-the-ground bookstores, computer stores, robotics stores, grocery stores, even with some delivery, fast delivery, and again, be in all 200 countries and all 7,164 known living languages. And the third organization I mentioned was the Oxford University Press. And we would like to, again, have translation, machine translation, and we'd like to not only have the academic press at WUaS be a major academic press, but also in all 200 countries' main languages, a business press too, and again, translated potentially into for speakers of all 7,164 known living languages. So carrying on with brand building blocks worksheets. 1, what are the characteristics, benefits, or features of the company that appeal to your customers' needs? So I responded for WUaS, educational services and products that are low cost or free, highest quality, great value with low cost and everyday low prices, intelligently designed, environmentally conscious, and socially responsible. 2, what problem does your company solve? Lack of free online MIT OCW-centric WUaS degrees. Accrediting in each of all 200 countries and in their main languages. Lack of free universal education with wiki, people-to-people teaching and learning in all 7,164 living languages as large language models too. And making WUaS educational services stores that support and aid in solving these problems. 3, how do you, WUaS, provide value? And I wrote, by making available in students' homes in all 200 countries and in their main languages, free accrediting MIT OpenCourseware-centric World University and School WUaS degrees. And by making WUaS educational services physical stores, large, medium, small, very small, possibly in Toyota minivans and with delivery, and robotics vending machines, 2, available in each of all 200 countries. And brand personality. What are the consistent human-like traits, for example, e.g., thoughtful, joyful, straightforward, playful, etc., that are unique to your brand? What are the consistent human-like traits that are unique to your brand? Smart, highly intelligent, and I wrote smart, highly intelligent, teaching, research and contributions to society, welcoming, fun learning environment, community building, collegiate, ethical, passionate, thoughtful, joyful, straightforward, caring, a focus on studying enjoyment in learning, Quaker spices, simplicity, peace, integrity, community, equality, stewardship, perfect place to pursue your favorite and still to be discovered academic interests. Brand values, what is the purpose behind your company? World University and School's mission is free, highest quality education, courses and degrees in all known languages. WUaS plans to accredit at the university and high school levels to offer online degrees and diplomas in all countries' main languages. World University and School seeks also to facilitate all levels of teaching and learning through open, editable wikis in all 7,164 living languages, partly as LLMs. What are the guiding principles that drive your business decisions? And I wrote, inclusion, diversity, equity, and access in a learning environment, an acronym for IDEAL. Respect the user, respect the opportunity, respect each other. Work should be challenging, and the challenge should be fun. To organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, durability and innovation, enterprising creativity, connectedness and generosity of spirit, primacy of the academic mission, freedom of inquiry, openness of inquiry, educational welfare of students, public trust, process for review. Corporate strategy focuses on environment, social and governance, regarding transparency and accountability. Quaker Spices as well. What is your company passionate about? Research and teaching, lifelong learning, wiki teaching and learning, and related community building, highest quality online education emerging from Creative Commons 4 licensed MIT OpenCourseWare and Creative Commons 3 licensed Open Yale courses, and Creative Commons 4 licensed CS First with Google at WUaS programming course, for example. And see Peter Norvig's incredible #Toolify AI WUaS article, quote, revolutionizing education with machine learning and AI. World University in School, enabling an online iterating culture of collaboration, excellence, and continuous learning, creating innovative solutions, working with partners, the creation and impact of our knowledge, and how in partnership we can apply this to real challenges, social impact, advancing knowledge, educating students, innovation and entrepreneurship, diversity and inclusion, academic press at WUaS Business Publishing Education, academic press at WUaS Publishing Education, intellectual pursuit, liberal arts education, encouraging intellectual curiosity, and learning in our developing, vibrant, inclusive community. So these are interesting aspects of World University in School. And having gleaned some of these from the web and searching with and in other great universities, and also as we seek to protect people, our students, our matriculating students, our wiki universitians, with law and law enforcement and machine learning and AI and electronic health records in all 200 countries, and for speakers of all 7,164 known living languages, in growing an abolition movement to end, for example, the wrongful buying and selling of people in the illegal sex, drugs, violence, weapons, nuclear, exotic animals, etc. industries and their latent networks of violence. And as we seek to code for all 7.9 billion people on the planet, each a Wikidata PIN number, and potentially also to end poverty with possibly UBI experiments or similar. So brand positioning exercise. Establish your brand positioning by filling in the blanks below. For describe your core customer and their problem. We deliver, offer, provide a solution by unique ways to deliver, offer, provide, so that result, benefit, competitive advantage. Brand positioning exercise. Establish your brand positioning by filling in the blanks below. For 18 to 28-year-olds, all in all 200 countries who don't have access to highest quality, free to students WUaS degrees in their main languages, and for all people who don't have access to highest quality, people-to-people wiki free universal education in each of all 7,164 known living languages, and newly online with artificial intelligence and machine learning developing information technologies. We provide MIT OpenCourseWare-centric Wiki World University in School, planned in each of all 200 countries and in their main languages. And for online from home WUaS degrees, bachelor, PhD, law, MD, IB, high school, similar, AAAS, master's degrees, as well as wiki schools for open teaching and learning in all 7,164 known living languages where anyone can wiki teach. For example, to their YouTube channel in group video conferencing, or wiki learn, or begin a new wiki subject, or school in a subject they love or deeply care about. By MIT OpenCourseware-centric Wiki World University and School, planned in each of all 200 countries and in their main languages, and for online from home WUaS degrees, bachelor, PhD, law, MD, IB, high school, similar AAAS master's degrees, as well as Wiki schools for open teaching and learning in all 7,164 known living languages, where anyone can Wiki teach, e.g. to their YouTube channel in group video conferencing, or Wiki learn, or begin a new Wiki subject or school in a subject they love or deeply care about, so that MIT OpenCourseware-centric World University and School students can benefit from this. And so we would create further these accrediting online universities and these WUaS academic press and educational services stores. And our action plan and best practices for this, building your brand strategy. So for example, enter the planned flagship hashtag WUaS bookstore. This is a set of tweets. Enter the planned flagship WUaS bookstore at the WUaS Press on Walnut Street, Pittsburgh, PA, regarding WUaS educational services stores for books, computers, robotics, business plan, which is, there's a link here to this, and enter especially World University and School for free MIT OpenCourseware-centric WUaS universities, WUaS degrees from home. And enter the planned flagship WUaS bookstore further, and enter hashtag G Street View, Google Street View, with hashtag Time Slider, hashtag Realistic Virtual Earth, as hashtag WUaS Multimedia Room, in a Siemens hashtag Digital Building Twin design, with its hashtag Industrial Metaverse, and brainstorming with Peter Norvig, hashtag Peter Norvig, as hashtag WUaS Engineering Director, and see Twitter for the hashtags. This retweets an inventor in Germany who made a biomatrix beat sensor to optimize cardiac MRIs, magnetic resonance imaging, to make them simpler and more comfortable for patients, as one example of further innovation that could actually find form in a realistic virtual Earth. And the brand building blocks that Chase pre-worksheet further continues with are: what can I do differently or better? Collaborate with Siemens Industrial Automation Company soon, I wrote. And it further asks, this is on another sheet, branding pre-worksheet from Chase, which I have only done the first 2 or 3 entries for. It asks for the logo, and I share the academic press logo and the World University and School.org's logo. They're similar, they're related, but they're different. And for free MIT OpenCourseware-centric World University and School degrees, and like Wikipedia in more than 300 languages, with MIT OCW in more than 5 languages. And what can I do differently or better? This further new worksheet from Chase asks regarding branding. WS can hire coders to build all of this out. So that's, in a way, also a plan forward for World University and School and WUaS and the WUaS educational services stores and the WUaS Corporation and the academic press at WUaS. So this is how World University and School is seeking to proceed as we continue to seek students, possibly teacher on tutees, possibly getting into high school counselors' portfolios, for example, in the US, college counselors, such that students could have access as we accredit in the state of Pennsylvania, potentially with Middle States Commission on Higher Education and in collaboration with Grow with Google, students could have access to free online MIT open courseware centric World University and School degrees, bachelor's degree in AA for high school graduates who are interested in pursuing their college degrees online, potentially in a realistic virtual earth too. And as World University and School grows, in some of these regards, World University and School, as I've mentioned in a number of previous WS News and Question and Answers and in WS World University and School's monthly business meeting, is seeking reimbursement from departments of education for all, for per student per year from all 200 countries, ministries of education regarding our online free degrees as we seek to build out an academic press in all 200 countries and for speakers of all of their 7,164 known living languages and WS educational services stores and potentially physical digital in a realistic virtual earth. Thanks again to Peter Norvig for his incredible article, Revolutionizing Education with Machine Learning and AI, World University in School, updated March 2nd, 2024 in some of these regards. Check it out. And until next week, October 14th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm Scott MacLeod. I guess I just add one further element, item here. World University and School is glad to have attended a candid with information about nonprofits and affiliated with guidestar.org. They're part of the same organization, which has information about 501c3's US federal tax designation, which is affiliated with the IRS in the US. Second, I registered for a second webinar just this past Friday in the past month. And so World University and School continues to be both a nonprofit, 501c3 or similar, on our MIT OpenCourseware-centric World University and School side, as well as this developing, iterating, for-profit general stock company legal entity in the state of California, the WS Corporation, and for which I just updated the password with the state of California's Franchise Tax Board about a week ago. So we have these two wings and they're developing and we're seeking to grow. Until next week, I'll post the video recording to both youtube.com/Scott MacLeod World University from today, 10/7/24, as well as to the main Twitter feeds for World University and School, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH and twitter.com/WUASPRESS. Bye for now.